Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the Savage 110 Tactical I picked up. This is a pretty cool rifle, and so I thought I'd do a little bit more of an unboxing slash uh, overview of it, take a look a little closer at the parts and pieces and let you guys see what it's like and what it's about. And if you're interested, maybe pick one up. So stick around, we'll get a little closer look on the tabletop. Alright, so I've just unboxed this. Again, this is the Savage 110 Tactical. And so everything you see in front of you is what I just took out of the box. Including the rifle, the 110 round AICS magazine. You also get, let's pop it open while we're here, a bunch of extensions for the AccuFit stock. So you've got a bunch of spacers here that you can use, as well as comb height adjustments. So you can adjust the comb height to, I want to say there was 6 in here, but I could be wrong. You get a couple additional screws, things like that, to adjusting the length of pull on your gun. And then also here we've got a bunch of earplugs in case you don't have them. The obligatory lock. Join the NRA. Well, we got a pretty cool Savage sticker that'll make its way onto the gun safe. And manual, some warning stickers, things like that. So anyway, that's what you get in the box. I have not done anything with these. As you can tell, I haven't opened them all yet. But you get the different comb heights. Looks like there's 6 different comb heights here. It does come with the one extension here already. And so you can adjust these, stack them together. There's different pieces here for really narrowing down how big you want that length of pull to become. And you can add these on to the stock to make it a little bit longer. Whoop. And then you can put your butt pad back on there and extend that length of pull, which for me, I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to do some measuring. What works for me, I'm a larger fella at 6'4", so that length of pull needs to be a little bit longer for me. But anyway, that's what comes in the bag, in the box, excuse me. And again, I looked at this originally when it was the FCP SR. And the one thing I didn't like about it was the AICS mags were not part of that. But they've actually changed it all here to accept the AICS magazines. Looking at the stock real quick, the stock is actually pretty sturdy. I didn't know what to expect. It is a polymer stock, but it is fairly heavy. It's thick. And it's not flimsy like you might get on a lower end bolt action. And for what I paid for this, I know I've been looking for a while. With the deal I got, was like $577. Savage has a deal going on now. There was another 10% off of what you pay on it. So it dropped me below that $500 mark for this rifle. And I got this in the 20-inch length. It comes in a 24 as well. I'll put all the specs here in the video as well. If you want to know all the what it's made out of and how long it is and how much it weighs, and but this is a .308 caliber. The length of pull goes from 12 3/4 to 13 3/4. It says. I don't know if there's, without reading instructions, that's obviously more than an inch. I don't know if they only want you to use so many spacers here or things like that, but find out some more about it as we get into it. Moving up the stock though, you've got some really good stippling here. It's not overly aggressive. It's not checkering in different ways, but it does give you a nice little checkering here. You also have it on the fore end here, which is sculpted a little bit. You're flat on the bottom. But it does have a nice little sculptor here out the top, which has the checkering on as well. Most of the shooting I'll be doing with this is all going to be bipod, which I'll do a review on the bipod that I picked up for it. But it does have this sling swivels here. You got 2 in the front, 1 in the back. That comes standard. The oversized bolt handle is very nice. I really like that. That was one thing I really wanted. For me at least, just to make it easy to grab it and make that change. Bolt seems to move very freely. One thing I know I like about this is it does have the self-adjusting bolt face, so that it'll marry up with the round very easily. And supposedly it's supposed to be very well done. But I think it's something that lower end, I mean, for the price point that this was at, that's great that it comes with it. The 20 MOA rail that comes with it as well, already mounted. So I haven't been out to sight this in. I just have picked this up within the last week. Thankfully, I'm going to a new range here soon, and I'll have a lot more freedom. So I think I'll be able to do a lot more videoing out on at the range itself. Where right now I don't have a place to really go that's easy to film. So I'm pretty excited about that. So hopefully here in the near future, within the next month or so, I'll be able to have access to a range that I can get out and shoot and video and do those things. Get a lot more of the shooting videos out there as well. Like I said, it's a bull barrel, but it is fluted here along the top, you know, just to lighten it up a little bit. And you get the threaded barrel, which is really nice if you want to go to suppressor, put a muzzle brake on it, things like that. Again, this is kind of my intro to long range shooting, so I'm pretty excited about it. I thought this was a nice beginner rifle, if you will, to get into the bolt action kind of long range. Doing some research, this does again come in a 20 and 24 inch. After reading everything that I could read, 20 inch seemed to be not that big of a difference moving to a 24 inch. The velocities you get out of it obviously are going to be a little bit better, but for the range of the 308, it's everything I could find out, and for the ranges that I'm going to be shooting, I don't think I'm going to have to worry about going back to that 24 inch barrel. And it makes it a little lighter weight, a little easier to maneuver, things like that. So pretty excited about that. We also got the AccuTrigger here, which is adjustable. I've already tried it and it seems pretty light. I haven't done any weights on it yet to see how heavy it is, but just in testing it, it is very lightweight, very light pull, but very crisp, very clean, short. It's let's see, I don't know how well we can get it on video, but if we see a little take up there from your safety, but you bring that back and there's no take up whatsoever. It just breaks, very clean, very short, really what you're looking for in a bolt action rifle. So overall weight on this is going to be almost 7.5 pounds. It's a good weight rifle. I think with your shooting 308, it's going to give you help with the recoil, things like that. Magazines are great. They come in and out very easily. We'll find out how well it does on the range once we get out there as far as feeding and things like that. But I'm glad it has the AICS mags. That is easy to pick up. And from what I understand, a lot better than the proprietary ones that they had in the past. The magazine release is very easy to use. Moves up out of the way once you take the magazine out. And I put it back in. Snaps right in there very easily. Doesn't have a tendency to pull out. Some of the FCP SRs that I saw, because they had the proprietary magazine, were difficult for keeping the magazine in. They had a lot of times I've watched and they'd be falling out, so I'm really excited about that. The other thing they've done is they've bedded this with aluminum all the way through the front forend, so your action is bolted straight to a full aluminum chassis that runs the full length. Gives you very good stability, and the barrel is free floated. And I'll mention it before, but the barrel's a 1 in 10 twist. So those are quick specs on it. I don't think I'm missing anything. The safety is here on your on the tang kind of here, like you would have on a Mossberg or something like that. But overall, the quality of it seems very good for what I paid for it. And again, sub $500 at the end of the day out the door with the rebate. And again, the 20 MOA rail, I don't know how much it's going to affect the ranges that I'm shooting, but should I get out there and be able to try to reach out to some longer ranges, that 20 MOA rail will really help out, and working on that drop and those things. So it's nice that it comes with it. instead of having to find something else down the road. Again, the knurling and the stippling here on the oversized bolt handle is really good. It makes it very easy to get a hold of. You're not going to slip off it. It's not a little small little round nub. Great. So overall, I'm very happy with it. It's a really nice looking gun. This gray finish I really like. And they do make these in other models. This is the tactical model, but they make other models too that more for hunting and things like that that you can find. But again, for the price point for what you get out of this kind of rifle, I think this was a bargain. I've been looking around for a while. Like I said, I looked at the FCPSR, and that's really the route I was going to go. And I was happy to see last year when they came out with the AICS mags again, that because that was the biggest problem I saw across the board, watching videos, watching other people shoot them, those kind of things. So anyway, stick around. Later on, I'm going to be doing some shooting. I'm going to zero this thing. I do have a Primary Arms 4x14, or 4-14 by 44, 30 millimeter tube. And I had originally bought this for AR-10 that I have, which I have not finished yet, if you've seen my older videos, but that is in the works. I did pick up some things I needed to get that finished up. But in the meantime, I'm going to mount this on here and give it a shot and see about getting it zeroed and those kind of things. I'm going to take that out to the range once we get going. Other than that, I did get a bipod. I'm going to do another video on the bipod, and it's not an expensive one, but I think it's one that's kind of that mid-range, but for the price it was really good. Again, just getting into this, I didn't want to overdo it and get too far ahead of myself and you know, start spending a ton of money without knowing exactly what I want and what I'm going to want long term when it comes to long range shooting. Anyway, all right, so there you have it. Quick overview of the Savage 110 Tactical. Awesome rifle from what I can tell so far. I'm hoping to get out here for the next few weeks and get this thing zeroed, do some videos on it, let you guys see it, see what kind of groupings it can do with my capabilities at least. But stick around and take a look at those down the road. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. Check out the videos that I've done in the past and some of the future stuff coming up. Also, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Answer whatever I can. There may be others in the comment section that can also answer questions. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.